What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. Tonight, I thought I would play around and try something just for fun. I'm here on floor 137 in Onslaught, and I want to try to do a walls-only build. Now, I can't do true walls-only because I'm too lazy to kill all these flyers, so I'm going to go walls and air. Now, of course, I could be taking much greater advantage of this air if I decided to use like the Mystic Walls and knock enemies up. All I'm concerned about is just the air dying. In fact, I don't even think we need all that. I think it's just overkill. Now, I'm going to be focusing mainly on some of the returning, well, one mainly of the returning Chaos 8 shards back to the game. And we're going to be using spike blockades of all things today. And I'm going to be using the Vengeance Chaos 8 shard. So 40% of the damage taken by this spike blockade, is returned in its next attack. Then I'm going to go with Fortification and the Automation Hyper Shard. Automation, of course, is found at the very last Hyper Shard in Mastery. Fortification, that's just a campaign shard. By all means, guild this thing up. Now I've got Fortitude, Water Servo, and Accumulator Servo. Now I don't really have a reason to have Water Servo on it for this particular build, but I do use this relic on lots of different walls, and like with the Skeleton Orcs, I do like having that Water Servo on there for the wet walls. So we're just going along with the ride, and mainly we're going to be focusing on that Accumulator Servo. So the Accumulator Servo, of course, is going to deal area damage equal to 475%, damage taken in the past 10 seconds, and then we're going to be stacking that Vengeance in on top of it for a little extra damage. Now when you look at the damage, there's no comparison. Now the Accumulator Servo, of course, is over the past 10 seconds, so when you look at it that way, it is 47.5% per second, and of course Vengeance is 40% per attack, which is going to be about once every second, as I'm not going with the rate cap. Now the reason I'm not going with the rate cap on here is mainly automation. It's got a cooldown of 0.07 seconds. However, I really did want to use it where I could have put in a defense rate somewhere instead. In fact, I probably could have plugged it in right there at Fortification and been better off, but I'm going to just go with it. So, in addition to that, I'm also going to bring along some Reflect Beams, because of course ranged mobs are just going to sit there and throw at the wall. So we're going to use Reflect Walls and Spike Blockade Walls, and that's it for the entire build. Now my Reflect Beams are not set up properly. I'm still working on that build. I've got to get this bad boy re-rolled up to 10 of 10, and then that's going to be going on to this particular relic and go into Chaos 8 as my new Reflect Beam setup. However, it's not done yet, so I am just going along with that secondary Lavamancer Fisher or my Drakenfrost Keep farming relic, which bounces around between lots of different defenses. Today, it's going on the Reflect Beams. So let's go ahead and get things set up here. We got Geohexzerker Throwers. Now, although I could easily cover this lane with one spike blockade, I want more than one here. So I'm going to go ahead and double it up, and then going to do the same thing with a Reflect Beam. We'll say go with 2 nodes, just something like that maybe, just to block those throwers. Now hopefully they can't sneak in underneath there. We'll have to see how they're lining up. Now over here we got Psy Lava Whompers. I got mixed emotions. The best place to block it, of course, is going to be right here. However, then the flyers are just going to come in from behind and just waylay the crap out of my spike blockades. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and block it right down here and give those flyers a little bit of room to come in. We'll do it just about like so, and then once again, we're going to go with a 3-node or 2-segment Reflect Beam just right in front to deal with those flyers. And over here, we got Omega Squad Iota. We got lots of little Frost Orcs. We got Cyborgs and Lady Orcs. And I think here we're just going to go ahead and straight up spawn camp it. So it won't give them much room to come out, but there's also no ranged mobs in the mix. So I shouldn't have any problems there. And then once again, we'll 2-node it, just in case we do get a boss that wants to throw something at us. And then that will leave us down here for the front line lane. All shieldies. Oh man, they are going to wallop on these walls. Where do we want to block them off at? Let's go right about here. Same thing here. Now, of course, I am going to be getting a little bit of damage out of those reflect beams, even though they're not set up properly. However, I'm putting that stuff up just in case a boss comes that's going to throw at them. Now, I've got 700 DU left. I think the obvious choice is to blow 300 right here. That way I really can ignore those flyers. And then 400 left. That is 8 upgrades. So, kind of makes sense to me just to beef up these spike blockades, as they are going to be taking all of the damage. Let's see. I'm very curious if this is going to work. I'm unsure if this is going to work. I know that eventually I would get to a point in Onslaught where these walls will just be getting one shot and it doesn't really matter. I don't know where that point is yet, but I'm pretty comfortable in thinking this might be possible at floor 137. So let's try it out here. See how these lady orcs do, and just watch the wall health. See how well that automation does coming back up. Looks like it's healing. It's not quite healing through it. But we did, you know, obviously you see the 400,000 ticks going off there. So even though it's not healing through it, it is getting some pretty nice heals out of the deal. I think I'm going to end up having a bunch of range mobs on this lane to deal with. It doesn't look like they're throwing underneath that reflect. Oh, they are throwing under the reflect. Alright, so we're going to have to keep an eye on this right here for sure. Let's go ahead and just put a hurting on that pack here. I'm going to have to move that reflect beam around so that they're not throwing underneath of it like that. We'll go ahead and get a heal on there for a moment. 60 mobs left. All of the walls are yellow, as you see. They are definitely getting walloped on. That top lane is hurting. Uh-oh, I might be in pretty big trouble here too. I think maybe a stun may have been a smart idea instead of just trying to go full damage through it all. This is a little bit rough. Get up in here and help this lane out a bit here. Yeah, that was much rougher than I anticipated, that's for darn sure. I didn't have to touch this lane. Well, that left or right blockade is really beat down, but it did survive. Let's hit it up one more time. Try to hit them. Oh, I'm not going to have enough to hit them all up. And I do have to remember I need to move that. In fact, let's get it moved right now. How are we going to want to do it? I think just like that, and then there won't be an issue with them throwing underneath. That should be fine right there. And then this area up top here just got beat down. So let's definitely, well, there's at least one more upgrade. I think I'm going to have to give a little bit of an assist on some of these lanes. Let's check it out. Let's see how it goes in Wave 2 here. $502,000 heals now. Let's see, how much is a... It looks like a Lady Orc or a Berserker is doing about 300,000 damage at this point, and it's healing for 500,000, so that's pretty decent there. The problem is there's not enough small mobs that are getting up close to the wall. Like, I think that's why this lane is doing so much better than the others. Is maybe all those little Gobus coming up to the wall. Uh-oh, spike blockade down. Are we going to survive it? Let's get a heal in right there. Certainly not the smartest move to try this out, but like I said, I wanted to try something a little different. See if we couldn't have a little fun with something here tonight. Of course, I'm recording this Friday night, even though it won't be live up on the channel until Saturday morning. Definitely getting really waylaid on here. Ooh. And then getting beat up down here too. Now, is it the hex throwers? It doesn't look like there's any shots going under the wall there. Maybe it was just a whole lot of berserkers that did all that damage. Man, the flyers are bringing the pain over here too. Oof. Very, very sketchy. One more. Wow. Alright, so this all got really beat up here. And these sky guards took shots too. I think I'm going to move those like this. Man, I don't like spending all that money there, but... or all that mana. But it just had to be done. Now I've got to get that other wall back up as well. I was hoping to be able to throw a couple of upgrades on it too. Let me grab all the loose mana here. Looks like I'm going to be just a few short. Please be a couple mana laying up here. Oh, and there is not. Alright, well, let's just get the one upgrade on there. Only 2 mana short. It is always 1 or 2 short. It's never 20 short. That's alright. That leaves plenty of juice for upgrades on all this stuff. Or repairs on all this stuff, I should say. And it seems like that lane got beat up that time. I think it may have been the Frost Orcs that were putting the hurting on up here this time. But let's let it roll here. See what we can do. I'm hoping nothing else dies. As far as sky guards, that way I don't have to reinvest. Or walls, for that matter. Anything. I don't want anything else to die. No more deaths, please. And this wall is just getting chewed up. I wonder how that one's taking so much damage. How are we coming over here? Yeah, it's once these walls get frozen, they're taking those big shots. Need the healing flowing on these guys. Oh, we got a Yeti too. Wow. Let's see if we can't do a little damage to this Yeti. Yeti down. These Frost Orcs are just, they're definitely putting in their work. And then now back around to this top lane. This lane's getting chewed up too. I need to be able to get more upgrades on. Alright, I am definitely going to lose something up top there, yep. That wasn't good, that's for sure. If I can get up there... prior to losing... oh, actually, they weren't even at half yet. Maybe I was panicking for no reason there. I think the stun may have been better on the walls. Instead of trying to power through everything. See, they've dealt 155 million damage. What did the Reflect Beam do? So yeah, the Reflect Beams actually doubled what each wall did, but... oh, that one did 519 mil. Wow. That's not too shabby, huh? Let's throw some ups there. We got 200 left. I almost feel like it has to go over here. Let's see, only 100. Let's just throw it right there. I think it'll work. Made it this far anyway. I can't believe how much that blockade has done right there. Now that's the one. Oh my goodness. Now that was a beatdown on that wall right there. Holy crap. What on earth made their health drop so fast? Wow. I don't have any juice for repairs either. Did I collect any there? No. That was rough. See if we can't. Oh man. What was the mutators on that lane, I wonder? I don't remember. Let's see, we're turning red over here as well. See if we can't get a little bit of an assist in here. This is not pretty. I mean, it's entertaining at least. Oh no! Wow, that was so close. Oof. Alright, we got Quibs coming. Quibs is coming from right here, so that might actually buy me a little bit of time. If I can get these assassins off me. There we go. That's just a lot of berserkers there. I'm definitely getting some time bought with Quibs, for sure. My Skyguards must be getting EMP'd here. Yeah, they're getting hit by something. I better check and make sure I built them with the right hero. I think I did, but... I think doing walls only, I would have had a better luck going with other walls. That I don't think that Chaos 8 shard is enough of a reason to go to the spike blockades, to be honest with you. In a situation like this, I think there would have just been a lot more effectiveness out of... You know what, I'm just going to upgrade both of these. Out of some of the other walls. Like, I could see the Mystic walls being really, really effective here. Enraged and Soft Spot. Get stronger the longer they stay alive. I'm just not really sure why those spike blockades got beat down so hard like that. Let's check out over here. Well, we can get all healed up anyway. Wave 5 is going to be a little sketch. And then let's get some repairs right here as well. You know, and then some of the specialty walls like the Colossus. I mean, the Colossus would just destroy one of these lanes, I'm pretty sure. Try to help out in that lane up here. While I'm waiting for mobs to come out. Now, if I get a bunch of Frostfire built up in this lane, it would help me with the Assassins quite a bit. Although I've got so much of it built up top there, I think if I jump up there, I'll die. They're not here yet anyway. See, looks like the middle is getting pushed pretty hard here now. Oh, wow. I'm blinky red. Oh, no. Crap. Well, that wall is gone. I think I'll be able to get down there and clear the rest of the mobs. Hopefully, anyway. But that's one wall down for sure. That's 2 walls down for sure. Oh, no. I'm going to have to burn this one manually. Only 100 mobs left. So that helps. I can actually, they're probably all right there, to be honest with you. See, yeah, this was not a very pretty experiment. But it was a fun experiment nonetheless. I think probably if we got closer to like floor 200, I bet these walls would just be getting pummeled into non-existence. Bunch of flyers. Looks like the Skyguards are fine this time. Not really sure why they were getting cobalted so bad with two of them right there like that, but it was happening, that's for sure. Alright, and there we go. Not my finest victory by any means, but still a victory chest, so I will take it. Anyway, there is a look at reflect walls, some spike blockades, and Skyguards only on floor 137. Not an experiment I will probably repeat, but a fun one to try out at least once, that's for sure. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button and please subscribe. And I will be back soon with more Dungeon Defenders 2. You can count on that. I'll see ya.